What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Logisticalstyles coming at you with another video. And today we're going to do a couple of quick product reviews. These aren't necessarily DJ equipment reviews, but there's some gear that you can use as a DJ, especially a mobile DJ. And it's basically some cases. And I've come up with a couple of really good uses for these cases, and they're just general purpose cases that you can get at hardware stores and general department stores like Walmart, but they really can be a benefit to a mobile DJ. Now the first case that I'm showing you is this one right here. We're going to start with the top one. These are 3 different compartments and they come separately. And when I made the initial purchase, I bought it specifically for one reason, but then I started to see the potential for getting the whole setup. And so we're just gonna go over that. So this right here, this is a case that's made by HART. It's a company that basically it's Walmart's in-house brand for equipment, not just equipment, but hardware, tools, and other accessories. Walmart has a couple of different brands inside, but this one is their upper level of brand for tools and what have you. But I saw this case when I was in there shopping one day, and I thought it would be perfect for transporting my mini moving head lights. So what I did was, this is the light that I have. You know, mini moving heads, they're kind of, not necessarily, they're kind of generic, but I've had these for a while and I've just been transporting them in the box that they came in, which was just a cardboard box, and it used this styrofoam inside the box to keep it secure. So one day when I was in Walmart, I saw this case right here and decided, well, I'll keep using the styrofoam and then put it in these cases, and it will make transporting these lights a lot more easier and more efficient. This box right here costs 24 bucks. And you get this box right here. And what's cool about this case is it's got these blue latches on it. So you can stack other cases on top of it, lock them in place, and then you can carry 2 at once. So I went back and I bought another one. This case I use for the rest of my lighting gear, which is my PAR 36s and all the DMX cabling, the power cabling, power strips. They're all neatly stored in here, tied up with Velcro wraps to keep them all secure. So I got these for $25 each. What's really cool is they lock into place, and if you need to just take a couple of cases with you, then you can just take those 2 cases. So that's my lighting rig for the most part, minus the stands and the scrims. All my lighting stuff is in here. So if I'm doing a gig and I have to have lights, I bring that with me. This part right here is basically, this is the base of the setup. It's a little bit bigger of a compartment. It's got wheels, it's got a retractable handle, and you can move it like a hand cart. This right here is where I keep all my audio cables, my power cables for my speakers and my subs, my XLR cables, my 1/4" cables, any other accessories. And it's got some trays in here that you can use to hold accessories, such as I keep my little outboard mixer in this case along with its power supply. I keep all my extra little cables, adapter cables in this tray. And all the big cables, all my scrims, all my power strips, cables, and all that stuff fit in there. This piece right here goes for 50 bucks, and then you can add on. And it has these blue clips just like the rest of them, so you can just keep stacking and locking them into place. So now when I do a gig, and it's just an audio gig, sound only, I just bring this and my speakers and stands. If they want lighting as well, then I know I need to bring this, add it to the setup, lock it into place, and then I'm ready to roll it all out and into the venue. So this makes things really handy and helps keep me organized. This whole setup right here is $100 worth of crates, but I think it's worth it. This is what I used to use. This is just a tub. This one is made by the brand Sterilite. Rubbermaid makes them. And I was just throwing all my cables into here regardless of the gig. And it wasn't very efficient. It wasn't organized. I was bringing stuff that I didn't need to bring. I was carrying weight that I didn't need to carry. So this right here definitely makes a big difference. Okay, so now the next piece of equipment or gear that I'm going to show you is a replacement. It's a replacement for this. This is my Odyssey DJ mixer case. It's made to hold your standard 2-channel battle mixer. It's what I've been carrying all my recent mixers that I've been using in the past 4 to 5 years. It carried a Vestax 05, Pioneer mixers, even my Newmark Scratch. And it's able to do that because it has on the inside removable foam pieces that you can add more on or take out to adjust to whatever size mixer you had. Now, the only problem is this case is no good for the Reign 70 or the Reign 72. If you wanted to use this case with the Reign 70 or 72, you would have to take out all of this extra foam and then still cut out foam that's, you know, glued to the case. So the problem with that is the more foam that you're removing from the case, the more protection you are removing from your case. So I didn't like that, and I also didn't like the fact that this was just your standard road case. It looked like every other road case out there. You saw this, you knew there was some DJ equipment in it. The fact that I got these stickers probably didn't help, but as you get older, you start worrying about theft. So I didn't want to have something that just screamed, DJ gear, come take me. So what I did was I found this case right here. This case is made by Apache. It's sold at Harbor Freight. This is the Apache 4800. They make them in different sizes. There's a 3800, 2800, even smaller than that. And there's some that are even bigger that have wheels and handles like this case from HART does. And I was initially looking at these cases to be able to carry my lights. I ended up going with these cases, and I think I made a good choice by going with these. But I found these, and these work really well for the mixers. They make smaller ones like I mentioned earlier, and they make bigger ones. This one right here is a perfect size for my Reign 70 and also for the Reign 72. This is basically like a knockoff or imitation copy of the Pelican cases that you can find, which are twice as expensive. The Pelican case of this size is $120. I paid $60 for this at Harbor Freight, and if you watch their website or you sign up for the email list, you can get it for even cheaper than that. But I needed it right then and there because I had gigs to do. If you're a DJ, you probably have noticed that in the past month or so, the gigs have opened wide up, and this was part of me trying to protect my investment because I do bring the 70 out for my gigs. If you follow me on social media, on Instagram and on Facebook, you can see pictures from my gigs. I carry all different kinds of equipment, but I love using this 70, and I wanted to make sure that I was protecting it when I was carrying it. So what I like about this over the Pelican case is the fact that it has 4 latches. The Pelican case only has 2 latches up front. They're really good latches and very strong, but these extra 2 latches give me a little bit more peace of mind for security. Then there's also these reinforced holes for adding your padlocks. If you want to keep the case locked and secure, you can do that. However, I would not recommend doing that if you're traveling through the airport because that's just going to make TSA open this case up even more, destroy the padlocks that you paid for. They'll cut them off just to make sure that you've got, you know, nothing harmful in the case. So just don't worry about that. But you've got some great foam, eggshell foam that protects the top of the mixer. There's foam that goes all the way around the mixer itself. It's actually a whole layer. There's several layers of foam, and the main layer is that pick and pull type stuff that you get also with the Pelican cases. So if you weren't using this for necessarily a DJ mixer, but maybe something else, you could pick out the pieces of foam so that it would specifically hold that piece of equipment that you were trying to protect. In my case, with this mixer, I just needed some side protection because, as you can see, I'm gonna try to get up close. The mixer fits in exactly on this case as far as the height. From the ground knobs down to the protective bumper handles down here on the bottom, they fit perfectly in this case. This case fits like a glove. There is padding on the bottom, more pick and pull foam on the bottom. I just left that whole layer intact, and it protects the mixer from the bottom, protection on the sides. These bumpers right here on the mixer, they protect the knobs from the bottom, so I don't have to worry about that. The grounding knobs on this mixer are really sturdy, so they just go flush against the back wall of the case. Fits right in, locks down, protects it. My only complaint, or my only wish that they could improve on this, is the fact that if you want to carry your cables for your power and your USB, you'd have to coil them up and place them right here on this strip right here where the Q pads are. You don't want to make that cable be pressing against your faders or on your knobs or your latches. You don't want to have any pressure on those, so you just lay them across there and they do well. The foam will adjust to the cables, and when you take the cables out, it'll come back out. But I wish there was a little bit more space. If you wanted to, you could wrap the cabling around, but no one really has time to do that at a gig when they're loading or unloading. So I just put my cables there across the Q-point pads. You got your 4 latches, which help you keep it secure. And as a bonus, it fits right on top of these cases. So when I am unloading from the car, get these things all stacked up, roll out. Perfect for mobile DJs that want to be organized and protect their equipment. So I highly recommend this. Once again, this is the Apache 4800. You can get this at Harbor Freight. If you don't have a store nearby, you can go online, and they do honor their coupons and their sale prices online as well, so you can order it and have it shipped to you. And then this case right here, this set comes in, it's a modular set, so you can buy the bottom with the wheels and the handle for 50 bucks. You can add these on for $25 each. And there's also another smaller compartment that you can add on that has like an organizer for screws, cables, all kind of miscellaneous accessories that would fit on as well and latch into place with these as well. So this whole case right here goes for about $100 for the whole set, but like I said, you can buy it in pieces. This goes for $60. It's a great investment if you want to protect the equipment that you've purchased and you want to make sure it has a long life and be able to be protected from the bumps and the bruises that you get from being a mobile DJ. So now with all that said and done, that's going to be kind of the end of this video. I know it's been about a month since I made my last video, but there's been a lot going on. The gigs have been opening up. We've been super busy ever since Memorial Day. I've been working my regular job, doing family stuff, taking trips. So I got some stuff to talk about. So keep tuned to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Click like if you like the video, leave a comment. I'll be back with more videos, and hopefully sooner than later we will talk again. And I'm out. Peace.